Christian news from English Christian Times. Vatican orders founder to leave ecumenical community. The Vatican has ordered the prominent Italian Catholic layman Enzo Bianchi to leave the monastery he founded in 1965. The Holy See made the ruling in a decree dated May 13, signed by Vatican Secretary of State Cardinal Pietro Parolin and approved by Pope Francis following an apostolic visitation. Costa Rican bishop disappointed in legislation of gay marriage. A Costa Rican bishop has warned that although same-sex marriage has been legalized in the country, the Catholic Church will continue to proclaim the truth of God's plan for sexuality and marriage. Despite the change in law, Bishop Jose Manuel Greta of Ciudad Quezada said May 26th, "We will not tire in showing the beauty of marriage between a man and a woman, nor will the Church cease to proclaim the plan willed by God in creating man and woman, even though the times, fashions, pressures and ideologies dictate otherwise." After leukemia returns, Bishop Murray of Youngstown resigns. Bishop George Murray of Youngstown, Ohio, has submitted his resignation to Pope Francis due to a recurrence of leukemia, the diocese has announced. The bishop is 71 years old, 4 years younger than standard retirement age of bishops. Philippine Church turns back on ecology killers. Philippines bishops and religious congregations issued a declaration on May 21st halting the use of church assets to finance industries such as coal that damage the environment. The declaration is aimed at adhering to principles laid out in Pope Francis' encyclical on the environment, Laudato Si'. Our world needs storytellers but also apologists who refute fake news. The Pope recognizes the nature of human beings as storytellers and how important, even indispensable stories are to human existence. Told authentically, stories then become the reason, the motivation, the palliative that helps us heroically confront the challenges of life. How very real this is to African cultures that have a practice of panegyrics in various forms as a tool of empowerment and encouragement even in the moments of trouble. Pope Francis names Bishop Mark Edwards as a new bishop of the Diocese of Wagga Wagga. The auxiliary bishop of the Catholic Archdiocese of Melbourne has been named the new head of the Catholic Diocese of Wagga Wagga, a position that has been vacant since 2016. Bishop Garrett Hanna retired early in September 2016 due to ill health. Soon after, he told the Child Sexual Abuse Royal Commission about a priest in Tamworth he told to keep away from children. Islamic State resurgence threatens Christians. Since Ramadan's beginning last month, the Islamic State has claimed responsibility for over 260 attacks across Iraq, which resulted in the death or injury of 426 people. Over the last few weeks, attacks in Syria and Egypt also increased. COVID-19 clusters due to religious gathering could cause intolerance. In Indonesia, many of the clusters of COVID-19 cases were caused by large-scale religious gathering. Muslims and Christians alike attended their regional conferences and unfortunately returned with COVID-19. Several clusters of infections that emerged from mass events were organized by the Tablighi Jamaat Group, a global Islamic missionary group, and the Indonesian Bethel Church, a Protestant Pentecostal network. ICC provides food aid for Christian leaders in India. International Christian concern. In response to the COVID-19 pandemic, India went into a national lockdown to slow down the spread of the virus. The lockdown announced by India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi hours before it was enforced left millions cut off and facing many challenges, including the loss of an income. International Christian concern provided food aid for Christian leaders in India. This desperate situation also affected India's church planters, pastors, and Christian evangelists. All Christian denominations to unite in prayer of hope on Pentecost. On the Feast of Pentecost, all the Christian denominations in the country will unite in prayers asking for God's special protection for frontline workers as they serve the people of the nation during the pandemic. The Prayer of Hope program includes Christians praying for doctors, nurses, healthcare workers, grocers, farmers, police, and other law and order enforcing personnels, truckers, those maintaining supply of electricity, water, and other essential services. The Hail Mary is dew falling from heaven to make the soul fruitful. It is a pure kiss of love we give to Mary. Saint Louis de Montfort. News Desk, Christian Times.